Gang gang, man, what's going on, yo? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to pick what WrestleMania is the best WrestleMania out of all the options that are going to pop up right here. It's going to be all random, so I don't know what choices are going to come up. Hopefully you guys like the light, man. I got the colorful lights going on and stuff, so let me know if you guys are digging it. But make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, comment, all this, above and everything. We also do a podcast live every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern time zone called the No Name Wrestling Podcast. If you're familiar with PC Wrestling, we were on the Players Choice channel for a minute, but our show got canceled, so we brought the show over here to this platform. So for the people who may have supported that, hopefully you come back here and support our YouTube as well, as far as growing the podcast and stuff. But I will also continue to post content that is not related to the YouTube channel, as far as with the podcast and everything, and content that is related to the YouTube channel, as far as these type of videos and reactions and predictions and all types of stuff that you may like to see. If you follow my TikTok, then most of that content also will probably come over here, just in a different form. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, comment, man. I really appreciate it as the channel continues to grow. We just hit over 11K, man. So salute, man. John Cena style to you guys. Thank you very much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Now, let's get started. After that little rant, let's get started on what WrestleManias are the better WrestleManias. I don't know which ones are going to come up against each other. So now we have WrestleMania 35 going up against WrestleMania 21. WrestleMania 25 was probably the longest WrestleMania I think we all had to sit through. It was so long, man. If you went to the show, you got there early, you left late. It was pretty bad, man. I mean, WrestleMania was a good show, but as far as the time, man, it was just stretched out so long. A lot of good things happened at the show. Yeselmania, Kofi Mania, not Yeselmania, Kofi Mania. You have, Brock, losing a set, the Beast Slayer stuff, Triple H and Batista, which was really good. I really enjoyed that. Becky, winning the first ever women's WrestleMania main event. But WrestleMania 21 clears by a long shot. I mean, WrestleMania 21, there are only like two things on the show you can go nitpick at. That was the sumo match and Trish versus Christy Hemme. It was supposed to be Trish versus Lita, but Lita got injured, so we never get to get that. But WrestleMania 21 clears by far. Eddie and Ray opening the show, one of the best opening WrestleMania matches ever. The first ever Money in the Bank ladder match, one of the best Money in the Bank ladder matches ever. Undertaker and Randy Orton, Legend versus Legend Killer, Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, one of the best WrestleMania matches ever. And then, you had John Cena and Batista both win their first world championships, which catapulted them, to be two of the biggest stars of the Ruthless Aggression era. So, WrestleMania 21, faux show. WrestleMania 24, WrestleMania 14, man. WrestleMania 14 had a lot of good moments. Austin era begun. Undertaker and Kane had that great storyline. And then, even though Kane lost, it took 3 tombstones to beat him, which back then not too many people kicked out a tombstone, so it was very rare to see that. But I got to get to WrestleMania 24. I mean, WrestleMania 24 is a top 5 WrestleMania of all time, if you ask me. I mean, there's so many great things about this show. The Belfast Brawl that opened the show, the Money in the Bank was great when CM Punk won. You had, Cena, Triple H, and Orton triple threat. Floyd Mayweather knocking out the Big Show was dope. Undertaker and Edge in the main event. Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair career-threatening match. A lot of great things about WrestleMania 24, man. I gotta give it to WrestleMania 24 for sure. WrestleMania 31, WrestleMania 29, WrestleMania 31 for sure. WrestleMania 29 honestly was kind of mid. Besides the last 3 big matches, WrestleMania 21, WrestleMania 29 wasn't really all that, if I'm gonna be honest. I gotta go WrestleMania 31 for sure. WrestleMania 33, WrestleMania 17. WrestleMania 33 had the best WrestleMania stage ever to me. I mean, that WrestleMania stage was so freaking sick, man. But WrestleMania 17 for many people is the GOAT WrestleMania. I don't think WrestleMania 17 is the GOAT WrestleMania. It's definitely up there, but WrestleMania 17 for sure is better than WrestleMania 33 for sure. WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 23, man. WrestleMania 30 was dope, but I gotta go with WrestleMania 23, man. That one's too iconic for me. WrestleMania 19, WrestleMania 22, man. 2 great WrestleManias in the Ruthless Aggression era, which is the best era in WWE history. WrestleMania 19 had a lot of good matches. Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho. Even Vince and Hogan was pretty good. That was good to watch. Austin and Rock 3, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar in the main event. But, WrestleMania 22 also had a lot of good matches. Edge and Mick Foley, the hardcore match. Shawn Michaels, Mr. McMahon, the no-holds-barred match. Rey Mysterio winning the World Heavyweight title. John Cena and Triple H in the main event, which was really good. One of the most underrated WrestleMania main events of all time, if you ask me. The Money in the Bank ladder match. I think WrestleMania 22 was one of the most underappreciated, one of the most underrated WrestleManias of all time. I'm going with WrestleMania 22 as the better WrestleMania. Yes, sir. WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 37. WrestleMania 37 was, kind of pandemic-ish, COVID era, even though there were fans there, but it was a weird time. WrestleMania 37 was dope, but WrestleMania 39, I think, is one of the best WrestleManias I've ever seen. So I gotta go with WrestleMania 39, last year's WrestleMania. Oh man, WrestleMania 28, WrestleMania 38. WrestleMania 38 holds a special place in my heart because I was at WrestleMania 38. WrestleMania 28 was pretty dope though. But honestly, there were really only about 3 good things that stand out about WrestleMania 38 if you think about it. I mean, the end of an era Hell in a Cell match, which was epic. Punk and Jericho, which is good. And of course, Rock and Cena. Everything else was kind of like, up in the air. I mean, you have Daniel Bryan getting squashed by Sheamus, which was not fun. I think that match could have been a lot better than what it turned out to be. You have, Team Teddy versus Team Johnny, which was nobody cared about really. Kane and Randy Orton was pretty good, so that was okay. Everything else was kind of like, WrestleMania 38 had some good moments too. Becky and Bianca was one of the best women's matches ever. Stone Cold coming back, having that big pop, and that was great. Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn, I thought was a very entertaining match that overexceeded a lot of people's expectations. That was very fun to watch in person. Logan Paul's debut, that was fun to watch as well. Oh man, WrestleMania 38. I want to put it over 28. I don't know. WrestleMania 38, man, that was a special place in my heart. But I think I'm gonna have to go with 28, man. I feel like the end of an era, Hell in a Cell, and Rock and Cena, those 2 matches alone is just better than anything that happened on 38, if I'm being honest. So I gotta go with 28. WrestleMania 24, WrestleMania 21. Oh man, this is tough. Gosh, these are both great WrestleManias. I'm gonna go with 21 by a hair. 31 was better. WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 39. WrestleMania 39 was pretty freaking good, man. Especially night 1 of WrestleMania 39. I'm combining them all as one, though. I know some people probably will separate night 1 and night 2, but I'm gonna combine them as one. WrestleMania night 1 for 39 was pretty epic, man. Night 2 was hit or miss, but 17, that's so iconic, man. I gotta go with WrestleMania 17, yeah. Much as it pains me. 23, 22. 23, Battle of the Billionaires, Batista, Undertaker, Cena, Shawn Michaels. That Money in the Bank ladder match was pretty good. But 22 had the Money in the Bank ladder match, the hardcore match, Cena and Triple H, Ray winning the triple threat, Vincent, HBK, I think, I'm gonna have to go with 22, man. I think WrestleMania 22 is so underrated. WrestleMania 31, WrestleMania 17. WrestleMania 17 is so iconic. So is 31, though, man. I think 31 is one of the best that holds a special place in a lot of people's hearts. I think that WrestleMania was very nostalgic for a lot of people, especially right now. I think I'm gonna shock the world right here, though, man. Like I said, I don't think WrestleMania 17 is the GOAT WrestleMania. It's the best WrestleMania of the Attitude Era, but I think there are other WrestleManias that are a little bit better than that, and I think WrestleMania 31 is a better WrestleMania. 21, 22. WrestleMania 22 is one of the most slept on WrestleManias ever, I swear to you. But I gotta go 21. WrestleMania 31, WrestleMania 21, man. 10 years apart, man. 2005, 2015. God, this one had such great moments, man. The heist of the century, Seth cashing in. Cena starting the run as U.S. champion. That ladder match for the IC title. Orton hitting that RKO on Seth was epic. Sting versus Triple H, even though the wrong person won, but that was still a great match to watch. Undertaker and Bray was even good as well. WrestleMania 21, though, man. Oh, man. this is really a nail biter, man. WrestleMania 21 was also like Legend versus Legend, Killer Orton and Taker, Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, Eddie and Ray, Money in the Bank, first ever Money in the Bank ladder match, Cena and Batista both winning world titles. Oh, WrestleMania 21, man. Notice how WrestleMania 31, they took out the numbers and stuff. They took that out for a while. They actually just brought it back for WrestleMania 40 this year, so it's the first time it's been back since WrestleMania 30, almost 10 years ago. Yeah, so about 10 years. 10-year stretch where they didn't have the Roman numeral numbers underneath. They were just the regular numbers. Oh man, shit. What is the better WrestleMania 31, 21? Oh my gosh, man, so different eras, man. You can tell by the logos. Oh man, they're both really good WrestleManias. All right, Malik, you gotta pick. Final answer, putting the nail in the coffin right here. I gotta go with WrestleMania. I'm going with WrestleMania 21. WrestleMania 21. I had to buy a hair, but honestly, I think WrestleMania 21 is the GO WrestleMania. I mean, it's just a fantastic show, man. If you've watched it, you've seen it. It's just all around a freaking fantastic show, man. WrestleMania 21 just had like zero flaws besides maybe two things you could pick off, but even with those two things that you could probably nitpick at, the show was just incredible, man. And this wasn't even in a stadium. This is WrestleMania in an arena. Yeah, I gotta go with WrestleMania 21, man. It's the best WrestleMania I think I've ever seen, by far.